Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and today we've got another LEGO Marvel Avengers video for you. This one happens to be for the Lou Ferrigno mission scattered throughout the Manhattan Hub free roam. That's right, we're going to get all 4 character tokens that we get for completing each of these missions, and just like the Agent Carter missions, these are scattered throughout, and they're kind of difficult to find, so we figured we'd do them all in one video, and the last one we get is actually the character token for Lou Ferrigno, which will allow us to get the trophy achievement, a Startling Metamorphosis, which is just simply transforming Lou into the Hulk, which is pretty cool. It's a little different than the other transformation, so I won't ruin it for you. I'll let you wait till the end, but all right, we're going to turn around from our start point in Central Park, and we're going to head towards the southeast corner of Manhattan. Now, as you fly along this edge, like for us, it's the left-hand edge because we're flying down from the middle, and we're going to look on our compass here for a little purple dot that turns into this giant white, I don't know, kind of looks like the, whatchamacallit, the old abominable snowman, but we're going to follow it down. It happens to be Windego. I was going to call him Windego, but that's not right. Anyhow, we're... Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there with my wordplay. Basically, you know, this is one of those situations where he needs a taxi, and he went ahead and asked me. So we're going to go ahead and look over to the left, and guess what? We see a couple of taxis sitting here waiting, so we're going to grab one. Any 2-seater vehicle will work, even that school bus back there, or that city bus right there. Anything I believe will work. It's just a matter of getting a vehicle that he can fit in as well, and then following the blue ghost stud trail all the way to the end zone here. And yes, I do make a couple of mistakes along the way. I even do a really sweet barrel roll on accident here in a little bit, so I wasn't sure I was going to be able to recover from that. I figured it was going to, you know, remove the car and Lou was going to respawn back at home, but it works out for me. And look at that. You'd think that a taxi would have good enough suspension to drive over a grate on the ground, but apparently it doesn't. So I got stuck on it, in case you were wondering. Go back and look. All right, following the blue stud trail all the way to the end here. It's actually a really long drive. It's pretty much, I wouldn't say it's all the way across Manhattan, but it's certainly... it's quite the drive. Oh, there's a nice little jump there, and my barrel roll's coming. Oh, there it is. All right, I guess it wasn't a full barrel roll, but it certainly flipped me on my lid. And we're going to hang a Louie right here, and then a Richie. And look at that. We're going downhill. And you know what? I kind of remember going in a route similar to this in the LEGO Marvel Superheroes. I remember something being down and out here, but you'll get all the way here. He hops out and says, "Hey, thanks a lot, man." And, oh, look at that. He's meeting his eyebrow stylist here. That's pretty crazy. And, all right, well, we're going to get Windego character token for completing that, which is pretty sweet. And we're going to add him to our overall pile, and then we're going to head to the next mission, which is actually located in Central Park. So, it goes out of Central Park, in Central Park, out of Central Park, in Central Park. And that's how we finish. So, we kind of start, or finish where we started. And you can see, all right, here's our start point. I'm going to cut straight across the map over here, just to the right of where we started. And I actually have to look around for a little bit because I wasn't exactly sure where he was, but I knew he was right in this area. But you're looking for the Ant-Man Classic icon on your compass, which happens to be right up on this little, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's like a little, there's a column up here. It's kind of a little roundabout. But anyways, he lets us know once we activate, or speak to him, rather. Once we speak to him, he tells us that he got all upset at the court appearance he had, and he scared the jury away with the green guy. So there are 3 jury members scattered throughout Manhattan that we need to find. And it's one of those situations where you have red blips on your compass again, and all you have to do is simply follow them and walk up to that character and hit the icon indicated. For us, it was Swinkle. So you can see we got one guy, and he's running back now. And now we're going to take on the other 2 guys, which they're all really close to Central Park. They're all just outside of it, but pretty close, rather. You don't have to fly too far away. Oh, look at that. We're in Soho. And we've got another guy walking in the alley here. He's kind of hanging out in front of this convenience store or souvenir store. All right, so 2 down, 1 to go. And this guy is back kind of on the opposite side of the park. And he's just not too far off the edge, but he's a little bit outside here. And we're going to drop down right here. He's actually on the park side of the buildings, which is nice. And all the way at the bottom. Oh, look at that. Thor and his... I don't know why he does that. That's such a weird feature. But, all right. We switched to Iron Man to alleviate flying back all the way up. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of like air brakes or something. But anyway. All right. Fly back to Central Park and talk to Lou one more time here. And then we're going to fly out and help him. Turns out he's got another little situation. You notice all of these are situations. It's not like he just needs our help. He had a situation where he needed to get his eyebrows plucked. That could be pretty scary if you look how thick those things are. He also had one where he scared the jury members away. And now we're going to go help him recover some of his clothing because he can't for the life of him figure out why all of his clothing is in pieces. So, all right, here we are right at our start point, kind of where we originated in this video and where you always spawn when you leave the game and return. This time we're going to head towards the southwest coastal area. Remember the old Roxon power plant? Well, we're going to fly right on over by that. And notice there's a race here. There's a big building right next to the race, and we're going to go on the right side of that building. And right on the corner of that opposite side of where we started on that building, there is a nice little spot here where Lou is hanging out. So, as I already mentioned, he has some clothing scattered throughout the area, and I believe there are, I think it's 4 red blips on your map that we have to go investigate. And it's simply just, a couple of clothing items at each location. And then once we get them all, we're going to return. So, luckily for us, the first one is just actually a couple blocks up the street. And we're going to find it inside these little corner store buildings for the most part. So there you go. You can see some glowy bits inside where the blip is. And as you get closer to the red blip mark on your compass, you'll actually notice that there's often more than one, indicating that there are multiple items of clothing there. So in our case, in that last one, there was 3. In this next one, right out front, there are 2 on top of garbage cans. I don't know if I'd be wearing that. I guess maybe after a nice wash and dry situation, you might feel a little more comfortable. But all right, so we got half of them already after 2 locations. And feel free to use our method of getting them by simply just, flying to the red compass blips, or try to follow along with us, too. Either way works, and there's no specific order you need to grab these in. It's just a matter of getting all 10 of them and returning back to Lou. And all right, so woohoo, it's almost time to go back to Lou. And look at that, we've got 8 of 10 and 1 more blip, and this one actually is all the way across Central Park, so a little bit of zigging, a little bit of zagging, we'll get all them clothes, and Lou will stop nagging. That's right, I'm in a rhyming mood all of a sudden, so we'll see how far that goes and how annoying that becomes. Anyway, all right, so we were flying through the trees. Look at that, there's some basketball hoops back there. I probably should have stopped and shot a hoop or 2. Get a couple free throws in. All right, we got 2 last guys over here in this corner marked, and now we've got the silver icon pointing back to where Lou is hanging out. So we're going to use the old turbo fly. Of course, you could drive, you could do all sorts of things. You could, of course, I don't think you even have to return back to Lou right now. I don't know if that's the case or not. You might be able to do some other missions. It might void your progress, though, so I don't know if I'd try it or not. But we're going to head back because that's what we're going to do, and then I'll complete mission 3. And then all we have to do is meet the Ferrigster one more time, and we're actually going to take a Hulk selfie, not to spoil the next mission for you, but it's pretty simple, and it only makes sense that the original Hulk gets a selfie with the new school Hulk, right? All right, so look at that. He is grateful that we brought back all of these shirts that aren't torn into bits. We get rewarded with the Speed character token for completing the 3rd mission. And, all right, we're going to fly back to Central Park now because that's where Lou is hanging out for the final mission. And he is actually standing right by the lake, right by the beach, man. And we're going to go, and it happens to be on the, I guess it's the north side of the lake. And there he is, right in the middle. And we're going to go ahead and walk up and hit the icon indicated to get a little speech going. And, oh, we got some other people hanging out, too. They were also interested in getting a selfie. Oh, it looks like, I forgot, too. We do have to fight off a bear. And he hints that a big green friend would be able to handle the bear. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Hulkster, because it's a little unfair that bear is picking on someone littler than him. You know, there's that old saying, pick on someone your own size. Well, in our case, we got a little bigger than he did. So at least we can handle the bear. Oh, you know, it's funny because I end up hitting Lou, I think, more times than I actually hit the bear. Eventually, he runs off, and Lou says, hey, come over here. I need a selfie. And look at that. We pick up the Looster and get our selfie, and guess what? He rewards us with the Lou Ferrigno character token. So, well, for us, it's going to cost 10,000 studs to purchase him, and luckily, we've got lots and lots of studs, so we're going to go ahead and go to the old character select wheel here, select Lou Ferrigno, purchase him for them 10,000 studs, and now we're going to press and hold the triangle button, which is actually the character change or character select wheel button, but in our case, it transforms him from Lou into the Hulk. And look at that, he's the classic Hulk. He's not even all big and crazy. It's like, it's pretty awesome. Like I said, he's a little different than the new school Hulk and not quite as ripped, but still just as awesome. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the LEGO Marvel Avengers Manhattan Hub Lou Ferrigno missions video, and we knocked all 4 out. We even got a bonus trophy achievement, which can only be done once you complete all of these missions, so oh to the yeah. And like I said, we really hope you enjoyed this and found this video maybe a little bit entertaining as well as quite helpful. And if you guys have any requests or questions or any comments, head over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply leave them down below. Of course, we'd really appreciate it if you give us that thumbs up to help us get found in that search, as well as give us that good review. Now, if something you didn't like about this video was happening or going on, let us know as well. Your feedback is crucial to our improvement and our betterment. So, all right, I've got more to do. As you know, I've got lots more Manhattan videos coming. We got Stan Lee on deck next, so get ready to get through a lot of free Lee. All right, as always, until next time,